There is something with big box games, and it's very sad that you can rarely find those anymore. And I will tell you today my story with Command and Conquer Red Alert. This game is very special to me. I didn't own it back in the day, but a friend lent me his copy over the weekend. And it was really, really fascinating. First of all, a cardboard box like this is so much nicer than a digital download because you have something in your hands and it gives you a sense of owning something. I love the graphics that are printed on the cardboard box itself, and if you turn it around, you see some action going on. By the way, this is the German version of the game, and there's a specific reason for this, because we'll have a look what they cut. This game was not allowed to be released without alteration. And we'll just have a brief look at what is different to the English version. So something very interesting about these boxes, and I always love to go through these, are the system requirements. Yes, I know this is German, but let's go through them quickly. We have two sections here. So one is for Windows 95, one is for MS-DOS. And yeah, let's go through the Windows 95 quickly. So yeah, of course you need Windows 95. Then you need a Pentium 75, or recommended is a Pentium 120. 8 megabytes of system memory, also with a recommendation to have 16 megabytes. We have a double speed CD-ROM drive and a 1 megabyte local bus or local Visa bus graphics card, or PCI. So this is what is mentioned here. Then we have Microsoft Direct Draw. Nothing DirectX or whatsoever. And we have 640 by 400 or 640 by 480 pixels, 256 colors. And as a sound card, we have a 100% Windows 95 compatible sound card. Yeah, and you have a mouse. And we need 40 megabytes of disk space. We don't care about the multiplayer requirements. Now here is MS-DOS, and MS-DOS requires a less performant system. As an operating system, we can get away with MS-DOS 5.0. Then as a processor, we should have a 46 with 66 megahertz or better. And memory, we are exactly like in the Windows 95 version, 8 megabytes, but there is no recommendation that we should maybe upgrade to 16 megabytes. We also have the double speed CD-ROM drive. We have a VGA 320 by 200 pixel graphics card. Nothing about a certain megabyte number or whatsoever, so just 320 by 200. Sound Blaster or 100% compatible sound card. So here is something that was very common back then. Everything was either a Sound Blaster or Sound Blaster compatible. And then, yeah, we have the same requirements for the disk space. Now, I will install this game on a 486 that I recently built on my channel, and many of you asked me, why do you just put a 486 DX266 in that system? Well, I built the system in a way that it meets the minimum requirements of this game. This was my intention. We can upgrade the CPU later, but now I basically want to run this game with the minimum system requirements. Okay, so let's see what's in it. So here's something that was very new at that time, a game on 2 CD-ROMs. And here's the first one. This is the Allied CD. I don't think it says it. I thought it had somewhere it said Allied, because the other one is the Soviet CD. So yeah, this was something very special to me. Here is the manual, and it's quite comprehensive. I did actually read this. I read the whole thing. Yeah, I studied this manual extensively because there is so much information in there. Most of it is just explaining the game and you get the hang of it very quickly. I think in the end the manual oversold the game a little bit, but it was still amazing at that time what this game was. But not only the game was amazing, and this video is actually about game installers because I think there is a lost art of installing a game. And this is one game that has a very memorable installer. Unfortunately, only in the DOS version. If you installed this game on the Windows 95, you did miss one of the greatest installers ever. Let's jump right into DOS and let me show you what I mean. I tried to remember which sound card there was, but actually it doesn't really matter. Most likely it's a Sound Blaster compatible sound card. So let's check our auto exec and see what is configured. The important part is that we have interrupt 5 and DMA 1. This is the important part. So I don't even need to know what sound chip it is. So let's install Command & Conquer Red Alert. Let's run setup. Oh wow, it works. Seeing this on the DOS, that was crazy. And the first thing it asks us to pick a sound card. So ja, Sprach- und Geräuschkommunikation einstellen. German, why? Okay, fine. I guess they want to be fancy and be in the theme of Command and Conquer. I could just pick a sound card, but let's see if the auto detect works and if the system crashes or not, because that was sometimes just what was happening. You pressed on auto detection and then suddenly that's it. But let's see what happens. Okay. And it detected a Sound Blaster Pro or a Sound Blaster Pro 2. Now the following part was the really interesting part. Let's see if this actually is happening. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the part where you can now pick the port, RQ, and DMA. And I find this just such an interesting way of setting up your sound card. You're like configuring a rocket. Okay, let's continue to test. This is why I checked in the auto exec what we have configured. That was so good. This was such an iconic screen. This is just burned into my memory because if you misconfigured something, you didn't hear the drill at all. And then you had to go back. And there were so many animations in between, so configuring a sound card could easily take you 5 minutes, even though it's just setting a few numbers. Anyway, let's continue. And now we also heard more noise. That was just fantastic. So yeah, we are done with our sound card setup.
Audio-Hardware initialisiert. Dieses Programm installiert Alarmstufe Rot in folgendem Unterverzeichnis. Wenn Sie in einem anderen Unterverzeichnis oder auf einem anderen Laufwerk installieren möchten, geben Sie bitte den Namen ein. Vielen Dank. Installation läuft. Bitte warten. Während Sie warten, füllen Sie doch bitte die Registrierungskarte aus.
So yeah, and this took about 2 to 3 minutes now to install the game, even if it's just 40 megabytes. I think this is because the CD-ROM drive is just very slow.
Anmerkungen und Hinweise zu Änderungen in letzter Minute finden Sie in der README-Datei.
Okay, let's press a key on the mouse. There you go. I have very fond memories of this installer, but of course also the game. So let's jump right into it and we will spot our first difference that we have in the German version over the English version.
Hören Sie auf, damit rumzuspielen!
Ich muss sie nur noch richtig scharf stellen.
Geben Sie mir endlich die Berechnungen für die Sequenzwandler! Sofort!
Hier, die sind schon überprüft.
Ob es da wohl regnet?
Achtung, bereithalten. Und? Haben Sie ihn gefunden?
Hitler ist aus dem Weg.
Gratuliere, Professor. Wenn Hitler beseitigt ist, dann...
Das wird die Zeit zeigen. Früher oder später. Die Zeit wird es zeigen.
If you've ever played this game, you know that there is a part missing in the intro. It's the part where Albert Einstein meets Hitler. So they cut this part out, and for me, the intro did never make any sense. This part that they cut out is an essential piece which makes the intro so much less understandable. Let me know in the comments if you knew that this was cut in the German version. Here is our main menu. So based on my YouTube channel statistics, first one is the US, then we have Germany, and then we have UK. So I will take UK right now. Okay, that's it.
Hier Einsatzfahrzeug. In Ordnung.
Neue Bauoption wird gebaut.
Erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Einheit bereit. Wird gebaut. Konstruktion abgeschlossen. Wird gebaut.
Oh. Oh no, of course, right now. Where are they?
Melde mich wie befohlen. In Ordnung. Bestätigt. Ihr Einsatzfahrzeug bestätigt.
Unser Stützpunkt wird angegriffen. Konstruktion abgeschlossen.
Yeah, the system is really struggling.
Leider nicht möglich. Es
Where,
wird bereits
ah,
gebaut.
they come from the bottom. Okay. Now we know where our friend lives.
Ja, Sir.
So now let's see if you can hear it when we drive over these guys.
In Ordnung.
They sound like tin cans because obviously they are robots.
Bestätigt.
So here you can see Cyborg Schütze, Cyborg Rack Zero, and Mechanobot. So these ones are all cyborgs instead of real humans. And this is another change in the German version.
Konstruktion abgeschlossen.
In Ordnung, in Ordnung. In Ordnung. Ihr Einsatzfahrzeug bestätigt. In Ordnung. In Ordnung. Bestätigt.
Einsatz erfolgreich.
So yeah, and this is all I have for you today. Now, I would like to know from you which game installers you have fond memories of. Let me know in the comments and maybe I will try them in the future. This is one of my favorite game installers that I've seen in the past, and also the game is just fantastic. So thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. I wish you a happy and healthy new year 2026. And I want to thank all my Patreons who are supporting this channel. If you want to support this channel, then please head over to Patreon and pick one of the membership tiers. I will go and continue to work on my next projects, and I hope I will see you in the next videos. Take care and bye-bye.